Hi everybody. You know those times when you find a bargain that you just can't resist? Well, I did just that. Rails of Sheffield had this Bristolian train pack on offer for £149, which is quite remarkable value. It's sort of half price really. So I weakened and purchased. So we're going to have a quick look. As you know, on MikesMovies we don't do unboxing videos, but if we did, it would probably be something like this. Okay, so inside we've got the limited edition certificate, which is always nice. And then the rather lovely set. And the loco is King Charles II. And the coaches, which are collet coaches, we'll go into that more later, have the Bristolian headboards on them. So I'm going to get this out now and see how everything runs, and then we'll produce a little more video for you. The first thing, we have lovely cab detail, and it's always nice when straight from the pack things work, and indeed they do in this case. Now, I've not had a King before, but I know they had these front bogies which are quite unique really. So just catch a look at that, where you've got the normal sort of internal bearings on the back but external bearings on the front. And just so happens, here's one I made earlier. Well, here's one Hornby made earlier. You see the bearings on this bogie are internal, which is more usual. So a little bit of uniqueness there, which I rather like actually. Okay, so here's just a quick look at the very lovely coaches. Notice the nice blue axle boxes. You've got internal bits and pieces going on, lovely corridor representation there, and unusually for sets, 2 brakes, which is rather nice. Brake at both ends always seems to finish things off nicely. Also very wide roofed. So yeah, top marks for them, and of course run beautifully. We're just about to give the King its first oil up. Just having a look at the accessory pack, and you get brass number plates to fit, the usual brake rigging, front coupling if required, and back pipes, so they're going to go on. But in addition, for the coaches, if you want to have close coupling, you can fit these couplers. Well, I don't know if, like me, you don't enjoy fitting the brake rigging to tenders and locos, but I have to say in this case it went really easy, and the main reason for that is that Hornby has actually built in quite a bit of flexibility into their brake shoes, so you don't end up snapping them when you're trying to get the rigging in. At this end, the little bar that goes across there, you do have to get one piece in and then flex this and slide it in there, and it's not a problem once it's in. Potentially here we have some that may easily come out of place, and it could get in the way of things, but maybe a tiniest drop of glue or even a bit of Pritt stick would probably keep it in place safely. Okay, I know these as cylinder washer or cylinder drain cocks, and I think they can probably be successfully fitted without interfering with the curves because of the way the Hornby has this bogie working. So I'm going to fit them, and I am securing them with a little bit of Pritt, because you don't need to super glue them in place, because if they don't work out you can take them off more easily, but this should be more than enough to hold them in place lightly. So I can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to do it and then show you what they look like after. Righto, here she is. The back pipe at the front's been fitted. That was very easy. Tiny little bit of glue needed for that. Drain pipes on the cylinders. The camera would focus, they're in place, and they don't seem to foul when she goes through the point work. The brake rigging, which I'm sure you can't see, is in place, but you saw it earlier. So there she is. She's gone through all her little bits and pieces. The numbers, which they've supplied the brass etched plates for, I probably will fit them later on, but I think the cab side numbers are pretty cool anyway, so no urgency about that. Okay, the pack contains the Great Western King Class King Charles II, Great Western Collet right hand brake third coach number 5107, Great Western Collet left hand brake third coach number 5108, and Great Western Collet even left hand composite coach 6160. And the reason for the Bristolian: to mark the centenary of the opening in 1835 of the Great Western main line between Paddington and Bristol, Great Western's management decided to create a new express service linking London and Bristol, with a scheduled 105 minutes in each direction. The service was 15 minutes faster than previous best, and with slight variation over the years it stayed that way until the introduction of the HST service. The non-stop service was normally comprised of 7 coaches, initially being the Collet bow-ended stock as seen in this set. Departure from Paddington was at 10 AM, with Bristol reached at 11:45, and the return leg commenced at 4:30 PM, arriving back at Paddington for 6:15. Average speed on the route was 67 miles per hour. The locomotives were designed by C.B. Collet. They are undoubtedly the most powerful development of the Great Western's 4-cylinder design. The Great Western 6000 class, or King Class 460, was designed for express passenger work, and with the exception of one Pacific, the Great Bear, they were the largest locomotives built by the Great Western. The first King Class, number 6000, named King George V, appeared in 1927, and after 6 months of operations it was shipped to North America for the centenary celebrations.